YouTube! How y'all feeling? Little's back on another reaction. Tonight we got something scary. 5 very disturbing videos from the dark side of the internet. I got the lights off. It's late at night. Hopefully this shit not too scary. Let's get into it. What the fuck is that? Is he butt ass naked? Is that a mummy?
The dark side of YouTube has led me to some of the strangest and scariest videos on the internet. From disturbing recordings that need explanation to scariest videos on the internet. From disturbing recordings that need explanation to unsettling moments caught on camera, I will be showing you some of the most disturbing videos I've come across. This first video is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen. An urban explorer that goes by the name Beanbag Adventures on the app Douyin, which is the Chinese version of TikTok. His channel is a lot like mine. It consists of him exploring creepy abandoned places alone. He normally doesn't come across anything too out of the ordinary in his videos, but this one in particular took a very dark turn. As he entered the building that was said to be an abandoned organ harvesting laboratory, he was hit with a horrible smell that was coming from the lower levels of the building. So, he headed down the stairs that led to the basement of the building. There he found a creepy looking tunnel, so he decides to walk down it, until eventually finding the room the unbearable smell was coming from. He enters the room and finds a concrete pool-like structure. He walks over to see what's inside and finds the most disturbing thing imaginable.
来吧，兄弟们想看的地下实验室，心理承受能力强的朋友，随着镜头来。接下来大家所看到的一切物品都是视频效果，切为道具，都是一些影视道具，拍摄用的。视频的限制啊。
I'm not showing what he recorded inside the tank because it may scar you for life. As he points his camera inside the tank, you can see what looks like the bodies of at least a dozen children, decaying in larva-infested water. He says the things you see are all props for a movie, but he only said this in order to avoid censorship and possible deletion of his channel.
What?
After witnessing this disturbing pool of decaying human remains, he starts to gag as he runs out the room.
Bro,
after this video was posted to his channel, many people believed he was telling the truth when he said the bodies were merely props left over from a movie. Because of this, the video did not receive much attention, and as the months went by, he continued uploading his explorations as if the incident never happened. But that would all change on December 26, 2022. 10 months after he posted the laboratory video, he decided to return to the abandoned lab to give his audience an update on the—
Why would you go? Why would you go back? No survival tactics, bro.
Situation. Upon entering the disturbing room, he noticed items that weren't there before, including bottles of what is speculated to be formaldehyde, along with children's—
so that means this shit is like recent. Like whoever doing this is still doing it.
Clothing and a small baby's cap. You can also see a blue tarp covering the top of the tank, which was not there before, indicating someone is actively using and monitoring the area.
兄弟们，防空洞里面那个实验室，一池子小孩，今天我又来看一看，拍上点视频，胆小的勿看啊！接下来注意细节。这里头，这有小孩的帽子。
Like, instead of you going back, when you left, you could have called the cops, bro. And they could have, like, shut down. They could have done whatever, bro. You could have saved more babies or children. Getting whatever happened to them. I don't know, bro. That's what I would have done.
看点细节啊！我去，福尔马林泡过之后，这里面可能渗水呀、咋的，全是水。过期的福尔马林就是水了，哇！之前啊，2022年12月26，兄弟们，这个味儿啊，我居然能挺住，注意细节啊！ 不知道说点什么。哎呀，这里还有这些药瓶子，哇，拜拜了，有点走了。
You're not gonna
看
tell
个血
nobody.
啊！
You're not gonna call the
我
cops.
去，这
Something.
个臭啊！哎呀，拜拜拜拜拜拜。
It had been 10 months since he first revealed what was in that pool, but now the bodies he initially claimed were movie props are far more decayed, to the point where the flesh on the bodies were severely decomposed, exposing the bones and organs.
What?
He was now even referring to the props as dead. All the bodies in the pool looked to be between the ages of 1 and 6 years old.
Oh.
Another disturbing detail was the significantly increased number of bodies in the pool compared to the first video, indicating that whatever he had discovered in this lab was still actively occurring. The level of detail made it impossible to fake, leaving people horrified. Unfazed by the alarming find, he returned a few days later, determined to press further into the underground lab. During his third visit, he ventured further into the tunnel and discovered glass containers of fetuses, alongside skulls and hundreds of bones. He even found a complete human vertebrae. He also came across several large green bags filled with more skeletal remains.
What the fuck?
The most baffling part was that these bones seemed to belong to adults, indicating that this abandoned lab contained remains of individuals ranging from newborns and children all the way to adults.
So this nigga got bodies on his
The
belt.
fourth and
What
final
the
time he
fuck?
went to explore the abandoned lab, he decided to go to the upper levels of the building. There he found bottles of formaldehyde and children's masks.
是的，化学用剂，这里还有不明的液体。哇，这个，嘿，这里还发现了小孩子的面具，小时候的回忆。
Why you touching
一
it with
张
your
面
bare
具，
hands?
开心一整天。这里还一个皮箱，里面一只高跟鞋。这个应该是香，
Yo, is that what I think it
里
is?
面一只高跟鞋。这个应该是医院拍的片子。
After he posted this fourth video of him exposing the disturbing scene inside this old lab, the case would take a dark turn.
Don't tell me he went missing.
On January 15th, the Beanbag Adventures channel vanished from the Douyin site without explanation. Given his fearless exposure of this lab, many people said it was only a matter of time before he was silenced. Many feared he was either imprisoned or killed by the Chinese government. People all over social media began sharing copies of the disturbing videos, coming up with their own theories on what happened to the man behind the channel. Most believed we would never hear from him again. But then, something very unexpected happened. A few days later, the Beanbag Adventures channel re-emerged back on the site, but the 4 disturbing videos of the abandoned lab were gone.
Man, they silenced D. Damn.
He continued uploading as if nothing had happened, never acknowledging his disturbing discoveries in the abandoned lab. This eerie behavior leads me to believe he was terrified and forced into silence.
Yeah.
The most sinister and terrifying part about this entire incident is that this abandoned lab was most likely used to dump the dead bodies that were used in an organ trade hub in China.
Oh.
I say this because after I watched the second video, where he returned to the lab after 10 months, you can see multiple corpses with open chest cavities, and most of them had no internal organs. This suggests these children were murdered for their organs, likely in a medical facility. There were also hundreds of bottles of formaldehyde scattered throughout the facility. In case you don't know, formaldehyde is used to sterilize and preserve dead bodies.
Bro, people evil, bro. Y'all be careful.
Many believe this wasn't the work of random criminals, but instead a coordinated effort by the government itself. China lacks an effective organ donation program, driven by cultural beliefs that bodies must remain intact after death. According to the National Institute of Health, the organ donation rate in China currently is only about 0.6 out of a million Chinese citizens, one of the lowest in the world. Despite this, China is notoriously known to be the fastest and easiest place to get organ transplants, especially for the wealthy. This raises the disturbing question.
Damn, bro, you gotta pay for like a heart.
Where do these organs come from?
In China, tens of thousands of children are abducted every year.
Outside,
Oh, wow.
the child will vanish, like tens of thousands of others before her. Chai Ching-Kwan's daughter was abducted on June the 27th, 2007. These are the last pictures of her.
Tan Jingjing is looking for her child. She believes that her son Mu Chen was sold to human traffickers. She is not receiving any help from the Chinese authorities. On the contrary, she thinks there's been a cover-up.
Then they strap them down and they take their organs.
Congressman Chris Smith estimates that every year China murders between 60,000 to 100,000 young victims to steal their organs or to use them for transplants or even sell them.
Oh,
State-sponsored forced organ harvesting is big business for Xi Jinping and the Chinese Communist Party and shows absolutely no sign of abating.
Websites of Chinese hospitals offering matching organs in less than a week.
It is just not possible unless you have an unlimited source of organs. And these are people who are alive. We're talking about live donors. The actual transplant surgery itself was the form of execution. These are living people that were killed for their organs. In 2006, when this came out and we realized that they were killing prisoners of conscience for their organs, it was doctors that took the front line in trying to stop this.
They know how organs in China become available with no wait time.
They've obviously got a lot of people sitting around waiting to be killed for a transplant, and they're just picking the right person to be killed depending on who the patient is.
Madison Gutman say Chinese doctors have coordinated with Chinese prison officials, and inmate executions take place when patients are in need of organs.
Bro, if anybody going through any small type struggles, bro, remember shit like this. This niggas in China getting fucking abducted, kidnapped, beat on, whatever, just for their organs, bro. Like, shit can be way worse.
We asked if political prisoners were singled out for execution for their organs. The embassy did not respond to this question.
Chinese state-sponsored forced organ harvesting was originally believed to have started in the early 2000s. However, it is now being suggested that these unethical practices began soon after the Tiananmen Square massacre. In 1989, citizens gathered in Tiananmen Square to call for political reform, freedom of speech, and an end to corruption. The Chinese government responded by declaring martial law and deploying troops to end the protests, resulting in a violent crackdown with estimated casualties in the thousands. Following the massacre, the Chinese government intensified its efforts to suppress dissent. Many participants and supporters of the protests were arrested, imprisoned, or disappeared. The crackdown on political dissidents extended to various groups seen as threats to the Communist Party's control.
Bro,
This led to the imprisonment of religious groups such as Falun Gong practitioners
I thought this was 5 very disturbing videos of Dark Side of the Internet. What?
and Uyghur Muslims. It was during this period that organ harvesting began, and thousands of children of all ages started to go missing.
What?
I'll leave you with this. I don't know if the disturbing videos that were uploaded on the Beanbag Adventures channel are real or not, but regardless, it sheds light on the disturbing atrocities of organ harvesting that occurs in China.
Damn, bro.
This next disturbing incident occurred on August 10th, 2016, when Joe Phillips and his friend decided to explore the abandoned High Tread International Recycling Plant in Lockport, New York. The two boys made their way to the back of the building where they found an open window. As they climbed the ladder and made their way into the building, they recorded themselves lighting paper on fire throughout the factory.
This is how you make like a real big fire.
You crush it?
Wait, no. See,
Oh, it's gonna spread out.
you do the smoke.
Bro, that's so cool.
Unfortunately, the two boys lit multiple fires throughout the building, not knowing they were spreading. At one point, one of them uses the burning paper as a torch to navigate his way through the building.
Oh my god, this is amazing.
Look, smoke.
Bro, that's so cool.
What the two friends didn't realize was that the embers from their torch were spreading the fire throughout the building, eventually
dickheads,
leading to
like,
one massive fire. As the
Fucking
flames quickly
dumbasses. Like, y'all.
engulfed the structure, one of the boys managed to escape, but tragically, Joe Phillips did not.
Dick.
As the flames closed in, Joe Phillips, trapped and terrified, left his friend a devastating voicemail. His final words are truly heartbreaking.
Rest in peace to him.
I'm feeling fucked. To die. Baby. I don't know. I don't have to die this way.
The blazing fire continued on for 3 days, destroying 4 buildings on the property, causing significant damage. This led to the evacuation of over 200 families in the surrounding area.
Through the factory, I'm now joined by Lockport Mayor McCaffrey. Thank you for joining me. Can you just kind of start by giving an overview of how many residents have been impacted or how are impacted right now?
Sure. We have 9 streets that were evacuated last night. It's about 200 homes. That evacuation is still in place right now until our fire chief, Chief Brady, reverses that. But at this point, it's still evacuated area. First of all, we've got fire departments here from all over the region assisting us. I think right now we have about 6 agencies helping us. Last night we had 26. So the fire is a bit more controlled right now, but we continue to work on it.
Firefighters from multiple departments battled the blaze, which became one of the largest in the city's history. Over the years, I've explored hundreds of abandoned buildings, and many times I've come across areas where people have started fires. My most recent was a fire that was started at a church just 2 weeks after I explored it and posted the YouTube Shorts video of my exploration. I've never understood what people find so fascinating about starting fires in abandoned buildings, but let this tragic incident be a reminder of those who engage in those type of activities.
Man,
your next fire might be your last. This next video that was uploaded on May 5th, 2021 shows a woman in distress wandering around the streets of Seattle.
Is that a fucking zombie?
In the video, you can hear her screaming as she limps around covered in blood like a zombie.
No, that's a zombie.
What the fuck?
Eventually, police and ambulance show up to the scene to help the woman. After this incident went viral, people were quick to come up with theories of who this woman was and what happened to her. One theory was that a virus was turning people all over the world into zombies.
Zombie viruses.
That obviously sounds crazy, but people were getting caught up in these outlandish theories due to other similar videos that were going viral at the same time.
Bro, that's a fucking zombie. Yo, is the zombie butt ass naked? Yo. Bro, China got some shit going on, bro. Bro, y'all gotta be grateful for even for the smallest things. Anybody living in America, bro, y'all gotta be grateful, bro. I have to, cause China got some shit going on, like zombies. Are you serious? I know shit can get rough, bro, but you gotta be grateful, like. Look at this shit. Like, yo, that's the Call of Duty shit. That's the zombies Call of Duty. Got the whole animation.
One of the more popular theories surrounding this incident was that this was a woman named Marilyn Stanley that was brutally attacked by her ex-boyfriend and his dog. The injuries seen in the Seattle woman closely resembled those sustained by Marilyn Stanley, leading some to speculate that the video was recorded moments after her attack.
I'm sorry.
However, this theory was quickly debunked. Marilyn Stanley's assault occurred in Kentucky in 2015, 6 years before the Seattle incident. The true identity of the woman in the video was Kimberly Kasai. She put on makeup and covered herself in fake blood to look and act like a zombie in order to garner attention about a topic she felt strongly about.
Oh, she was putting on an act. She was putting on an act. But the other shit with the niggas, the nigga screaming, that's a zombie, bro. The cuz banging on his head on the wall, the cuz with the red shirt, those are zombies, bro. I'm telling you, yo.
In 2019, this posting was uploaded to Craigslist by a man stating he's willing to pay $150 to bathe in people's septic tanks in Jacksonville, Alabama. It ended up being one of the strangest and most grotesque ads posted on Craigslist at the time. The ad read, "I pay to enter your septic tank for an hour at a time. Some might judge me for this, but it's what I enjoy. I will pay you $150 an hour to bring my equipment in and gain access to your septic tank. I then have my associate close the tank after I have set my tripod and camera up. Believe it or not, it's a great place to reflect." Strangely enough, someone took the man up on his offer, because not long after this post, multiple videos surfaced online of the man in a latex suit submerging himself in the septic tank that was full of waste.
Bro, what the fuck? Who these niggas be having going on? Like, bro, at what point in life, bro, makes you want to go in the septic tank and drain yourself in shit?
People speculated that the person in the video was a man named Gary Moody, who was arrested twice for hiding in the waste tanks of public toilets. The first time he was arrested in 2005
Unless he really just crazy. He really got some mental stuff going on, bro.
Was because a woman using the restroom at a national park spotted Moody in the waste tank beneath the toilet. He claimed he had dropped his wedding ring and was trying to retrieve it. The second time was in 2011, when a 9-year-old boy waiting to use the restroom noticed that the toilet had been pulled out and was lying on the floor. He saw a man pop out of the hole leading to the waste tank. After a few minutes, a completely wet man, Gary Moody, exited the restroom and told the boy he was retrieving his shirt, which he claimed had fallen into the vault. Although it can't be confirmed that the man in the septic video is Gary Moody, a connection can be made because his second arrest in 2011 is around the same time the first septic tank video was uploaded to the internet, which was in 2012. This next video is a video I recorded late one night when I decided to explore an abandoned street named Holton Avenue, where a 26-year-old woman named Jessica Coleman was found dead with gunshot wounds. As I explored the area, I came across a seemingly abandoned house, so I went inside to check it out, and this is what happened.
I got a bad feeling about this. There's a basement. This cannot be safe. Hope I don't find a body down here. It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy.
Somebody in there. Get out. Oh, fuck no!
I didn't know nobody lived there.
Nah. No, it's gonna end like that. It's going like that. What the fuck? Yeah, bro. It was really scary, very disturbing. Yeah, bro. Whatever you going through, bro. Like if it's like bro, if you broke, no car, just going through simple minor shit, bro, you gotta really be grateful. Like really be grateful and appreciate the small things, bro, cause shit can be worse. Look what fucking going on in China. Zombies and shit. Kids getting abducted, babies. They just got born probably yesterday and they getting abducted by the next day. Be careful. Y'all gotta be. I love y'all though. Y'all be careful. I'll see y'all next video.